All right.
Camera's that way, buddy.
You want to hop into Drag the Lake?
Yeah, man. Let's drag some fucking lakes, bro.
Let us drag the lake. Welcome.
Hi. It's different now.
It's different. This is a new podcast.
This is completely different.
Same fats, new pod. Welcome to Drag the Lake. I'm your host, Andy Malfrino. With him, as always, Pat George. How you doing, Pat?
That's me. I'm that one.
Yes. This was a good week for us.
Stop chewing on that.
News-wise, this is my important list of topics.
That's Dave Grohl.
News-wise, this was a very good Drag the Lake week.
Some of our favorite artists are doing things all over the place. We didn't even talk about some things that I feel like I don't know if I shared that clip with you, the Green Day clip with you a while back,
no.
Or did we do a show since then? We got a Misfits shirt update.
Can you resend? I don't know what the Green Day one is. Can you? Oh, is it the one where
they're all running off? That's still in. It should still be in your inbox.
Oh yeah, where on
Instagram? Yeah,
on Instagram. Yeah, the Green Day one was actually. I'll pull that one up a little bit later. Let's start with the Dave Grohl one.
Okay,
the Dave Grohl one was kind of like out of left field.
Yeah. Very specific. This reminds me of a family member of mine that had a post, not like this, but somewhat similar to this. That I was just like, it's one of those things where you're like, hey, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure a lot of his friends, well, I don't know, maybe celebrity friends or whatever, probably were like, hey man, what the fuck is this? But I saw this probably like 10 or 15 minutes right before you sent that other post to me. But it's basically just I think it's Twitter or is that Instagram that he posted that on? It's like a screenshot thing, but it's him. It's Dave Grohl. I don't know if he's boasting, if he's just being, if he's trying to be transparent, and I wonder if a NFL type avalanche of prospected mothers are going to be coming. What is this?
No, it's just everything surrounding it because like it was just so fucking perfect because like when this came out, everyone instantaneously had so many like like the joke got old so quickly. There were so many like good on the point jokes.
Yeah,
where it was just like, he literally has that song where he starts off going, I've got a confession to make.
Yeah.
And then like on top of that, like his Instagram is called Dave's True Stories. His book that came out, that's not the book, it's the playlist. Yeah, his book that came out was called The Storyteller.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, you couldn't have had a more hilarious scandal for you.
Okay, I was gonna say this was that was 151 weeks ago. Never mind. I was gonna say this is a book selling technique, but
yeah. So Dave Grohl posted this yesterday with just turned comments off, but it said, "I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I am doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration towards all the children involved as we move forward together." So, yeah, Dave Grohl
coming all over the place.
Yeah, just letting his cum fly.
That is going to be the talented Grohl child.
Yeah, well, that's
the only one that has any strife in their life because I've seen Dave Grohl. So this is a problem. This is a dilemma I have with John Cena. John Cena is an excellent performer.
Yeah.
If you like wrestling, he's an excellent wrestler.
Yeah.
He's an entertaining wrestler. I don't know if he's the best worker in the world, but he's
not like a
good guy in the locker room.
If you're looking for like a big dude doing he's a big dude, but if you're looking for a dude doing a bunch of the flips and all that other shit,
the personality.
But like on the mic and he can do a good fucking match. He's great. Yeah, he's an amazing wrestler.
His coworker, he works well with others, all this other shit. So it's one of those things that like he is a well-loved person, and I've always feared. And this kind of happened a little bit with Tom Hanks, which is the same thing. When is the other shoe going to drop?
Yeah.
I just saw a video with Dave Grohl. I can't remember if I saved it or not, but it was a video of him and his daughter like doing this thing where it's like a thing those social media things where like they go like Slipknot or Metallica.
Oh, they're doing like a TikTok
they
thing.
jump to the one side or they do that. It was like a react to all these things in real time. It's like your daughter says they're gay, and he's like do this, and like your daughter says they're bringing home your new granddaughter or something like that. And he'd be like,
yeah.
you know, like all these. He's like just non-verbally reacting to all these things, and I'm like, God damn, he's wholesome. Guy fucking barbecues. The guy rocks. And I always thought there's going to be an issue with his alcoholism, his substance abuse, or something like that.
Does he have a history of being an alcoholic?
I mean, he is dude, that guy, I am like, it's almost like to a Fat Mike level where I was starting to get concerned because I know he's an older.
Oh, really? He's on that level?
Oh, yeah. The guy drinks a lot.
He
broke his leg. He's fallen off stage multiple times.
No, I didn't know that.
But he's been like, but it's also like, it's always like, it's kind of the same way how I feel about like before other people realize that he's a problem. You know what I mean? Where like, everybody's like, what are you talking about? Dave's great. I want to party with Dave. Like Dave Attell, I think, at a certain point, when it becomes part of your identity, being the rock star that drinks Crown Royal all the time. He's doing Crown Royal commercials, drinking all this other shit. And like, I think he's somebody that probably goes through a couple bottles. And this is just my assumption. This is completely an assumption. I thought it was going to go down a substance abuse thing or even like a depression thing after his friend died. But it's this thing where you're like, I wonder.
Wait, who died?
Taylor?
Oh, I meant Kurt Cobain.
Oh, no. I wasn't even thinking of that one. Yeah, I was thinking about the recently because that's what I was like, oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
I was like, here comes the dark side of Dave Grohl. But it's like, damn, I saw that video just weeks ago, dude. And I'm like, maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe there's not going to be a part.
Well, he has that thing that
he still handles it very well, but
no, he has that thing that always makes me like suspicious of people. When something like this happened, I go, that makes sense, because he has that thing, and in general, it's what like annoys me about people.
Yeah.
Where you know when you're around people and you're just like, no, I'm just like, I just got it all together. I don't get mad ever.
Yeah.
I don't ever really like get depressed
like
or
too
anything.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, no,
there's something.
because that's not like genuine to me.
We
it's
all
like,
have something.
Yeah, you all have something. It's just like, I hate when people too in general, when you talk to them and they don't want to like admit to it. Because I get it too, because it's like a lot of people will use that against you and get judgmental. But for me personally, on like my interpersonal relationships, I prefer it too, where it's just like, nah, dude, you can like be your thing around me, because I find that more genuine. And I'm a person who I take people being genuine over like people being fucking right about everything any day of the week. But yeah, that was always like the big thing with Dave Grohl, why this was like oddly, not that I would have like specifically guessed this one, but this why this one was like in a weird way not fully surprising, because I was like, yeah, he's just got like his like, well, it's like his turn from, oh, I'm in the craziest rock band with like a lead singer who died from heroin.
No,
and now I'm just like the most cookie cutter guy in the world. Like I'm doing Target commercials, or I'm doing like some commercial to sell insurance with like Kevin Hart or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, why I wasn't really, a part of me wasn't fully surprised that this happened.
This is the other shoe, and I wonder if this is his thing, because it's got to be. There's always a dark side.
But I don't think this will. I mean, career-wise, it's probably going to be hard to keep your wife after this. I don't understand when people, like when you find out someone was cheating, I don't understand the people that like stayed. I mean, I guess I could a little bit, the initial impulse, especially it's like if you've been married for a while and you have a kid and you're like, I get the impulse to want to try to keep that together. But I just feel like the second you find out someone cheated on, like, especially on that type of level, it's like, yeah, you don't really close that door ever again. And they could go through mountains of therapy. They could sort of find a place where they're content. But then it's just that, you'll be fine for a while, and then it'll do something, and then it slowly starts to build, and then you guys are going to be drinking, and then he's just going to be like, well, she's going to be like, why don't you fuck one of those whores again? And it's like, I always found, it's the same thing as people who try to be like, I'm friends with all my exes. I go, why do you do that? But you're just asking for problems.
This also could be like a reaction to a possible blackmail. Like maybe some Swifties got some information, we're going to blackmail him.
Ooh, that's an interesting level too, where it's like this. is this
They doxed him.
Well, I mean, it's definitely him getting in front of the story.
Yeah, for sure.
But if did he get threatened by the girl?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I
think for
mean?
sure. I think for sure, and I think he's also saying like, hey man, like I made this bed, I'm gonna fucking lie it. Like I really do believe. Like the thing about this thing, I don't think that this is just a like. I don't think this is an empty like post. Like I think he really does. Like it's the thing where he's like, you know what? Like whether he knew about it or not.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's the thing is where the
he'll
true
be
story
fine
comes out in the
career-wise.
yeah, but the true story comes out in the details.
Yeah,
with this morally or personally, like when it comes down to like it's not gonna empty the arenas or anything like that. But I think this is a thing where if he knew about this for like because also it's not really any of our fucking business. But like if they were gonna say like maybe he did know about this and this was his plan the whole time, and it's like okay. If you're going to try to fuck me over, then I'm just going to tell them what I fucking told you. Well, I'm going to plan on taking care of this kid as just like they were in any of my other kids. I don't love you as much, you fucking bitch. But
no, it is a thing where it's like it's not any of our
I'm gonna
business.
get you, bitch.
I'll get you, bitch. It's not. It is a thing where it's like it's not any of our business. But Dave Grohl is such a huge celebrity that just because, so he can sort of, it gets to a point where it's more about just trying to control the news cycle.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. Where if he throws this out there, it helps him control the news cycle. It makes him look like a good guy because all of his fans are like this, like whenever, I feel like when it's in the context of the Foo Fighters, whenever they're going through problems or anything like that, or they're talking about problems, it feels like that cookie cutter Hallmark movie version of like going through a problem.
Yeah.
Where it's just all, I don't know, it's like I don't know what the word would be, but yeah, I just think it's like, it's like the Hallmark version of going through shit. So it's like as long as he presents himself in that way, that's what his fans want to hear. So his fans are going to respond like, good, all right, Dave's
doing the right thing.
Dave's doing and it's like, no, in actuality, he's just like, he's fucking up a marriage and a family and shit.
It's like an episode of Breaking Bad where like Walter White goes back into the crack house to save Jesse or something like that. And it's like, they're like, good for him. He's doing the right thing. It's like, they're criminal. They're doing crimes.
It's like also
all of this is crime.
You've caused all of this.
Yeah, all of it. Like just because you're like, well, he's a criminal with a heart of gold. No. He just that's his cook. He needs that guy to cook for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's all selfish, but
yeah,
it's like this is the same thing. This is a win-win for him because either they were trying to get an exorbitant amount of money out of him, or they're trying to make him look bad. And the thing is, I think he's willing to take the bad that comes with this post, as well as he's willing to say like,
well, he can play this so fucking easily. It's like I don't know how he's gonna feel behind the scenes.
Right.
In the public, though, like this honestly is only going to be beneficial to him. Now it's like, ooh, what's he going to say on the next album? It's like, dude, the fucking, like, he already is like a number one New York Times bestseller. The fucking documentary he's going to put out in 3 years of how I'm trying to be a good dad to both of my kids. I'm such a bad person and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, Dave Grohl, I mean, I don't think Dave Grohl is like a bad person per se, but he's also been like an A-list celebrity for a while. So you got to understand, like, he knows how to maneuver in the background as an A-list celebrity. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know how he's going to deal with it privately, but publicly, this is like hilariously just a win for him.
This is. I feel like this is kind of like one of those things where like, I forgot the story or the thing I was going to say. God damn it, I had it right at the fucking tip of my tizzy,
tip of my dick.
But essentially, this is him. Like this is literally his, like getting ahead of it and everything like that. But it's also like the fact that like. Him posting this is a way for that's what I was going to say. This is the exact way as an artist when you become stale, your writing becomes stale. This is how you fucking up it.
Yeah.
You do one of these things like you do this thing where you're like, okay, here's a real life moral dilemma that a ton of people can relate to.
That's so funny.
And now I have a new thing to write about.
Yeah.
Building this relationship with my daughter. Building or whatever it is. Daughter? Did you say daughter?
Daughter, yeah.
Yeah. Like, whatever it is, like, repairing my relationship with my other daughter. Like, will my wife ever trust me again? Like, what did I give away by this one thing? Like all this other shit. Like he has so many different ways, and he is such a prolific artist that I think that this kind of does spark a little bit because whereas like a Will Smith is kind of floundering, like he can't really act his way out of this.
Well, the benefit
like out of
that
his image.
The benefit that Dave Grohl has is
Even though Bad Boys was really good. I hear.
Well, but no, because Will Smith makes music, but
oh yeah, I forgot.
He's put out like some rap and shit. He's put out some like rap and shit recently, and it's just like he did a rap at the BET Awards that was just horrendous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
awful.
And all this other stuff. The benefit, like Will Smith can only sort of save his. I don't know. Will Smith's in a weird position because it's like so much has happened.
Yeah.
It's almost like he just has to rack up. Like he's got to do like 3 amazing movies, which is so much easier said than done. The benefit that Dave Grohl has is that Dave Grohl can just write a bunch more songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's
he didn't actually like hurt anybody except for his wife who like anybody name Dave Grohl's wife's name? Anybody?
Mrs. Grohl.
Mrs. Grohl, that's right. So we're all Dave Grohl fans. So as long as Dave Grohl isn't going like, fuck this bitch, I didn't do this shit. I'm a good guy. I would never he's not.
He
going
just has
on
to match up to whatever his public persona is.
Yeah, he's just literally like, hey man, I made a mistake. I'm gonna try to do better as far as towards my wife and my family, but I'm never gonna turn my back on this kid, and I love them as much as they love it. It's like okay, it's like one of those things of like, damn, all right,
yeah,
okay. You're still gonna be in the Foo Fighters and everything.
All
that's the same. Yeah.
You gonna start writing super.
Still got that dead drummer. Other than that, same old.
Let's check out this Green Day clip.
Yes, this was
weird.
This was how far back? Oh, that was Friday. Okay, that wasn't that far back.
No,
but yeah, this was such a weird clip, and it doesn't. Haven't heard any. That scared the shit out of me. But I haven't heard any news about it. You know what I mean? Like right in the middle of the song. Look. Green Day rushes off the stage after drone flies over show. And I don't know, is this in Israel? Is this where are they playing? Detroit
is the first place they would drone strike.
It already looks like. And by the way, fuck the crowd. It's flying over the crowd too, guys. Fuck you guys. We're going to get Green Day safely into their tour bus. Maybe make an announcement yet? Anything? Come back.
Yeah, that's a weird one. That was I remember you. I don't know if I saw that before you sent it to me, but when I saw it, I was like, "That's fucking
it's
weird."
Eerie." Yeah, I think you commented by saying we have to talk about this on the show because it's a strange.
Yeah. What is an interesting one of how you deal with it because it is odd to run because that's horrifying as a concert goer when you see the band run off stage and then they're just you guys just wait.
Yeah, and you're just so that's the thing. Okay, I know you can't there is a I think what's the old saying? Can't cry fire in a
Can't
crowded
yell
theater.
Fire in a theater or something.
A crowded theater or something like that. So the same idea. You can't just go oh my God, there's a drone, run!
There's something that's scaring us that we're not sure what it is.
But to me, that's the thing where I'm but what?
Honestly,
what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could probably Google it or
is
something.
Is there not a
Here, let me look it up.
A protocol for this? Is there not some kind of thing where the protocol is holy shit, we're in Detroit. Somehow somebody got a drone in, or is it? Did you fear that the drone was armed? Did you think that this was? Do you think anybody wants to attack Green Day in 2024? Why would that be a big thing?
Well,
that's not a target. Taylor Swift makes sense. Ariana Grande they did a thing at one of her places. This is still a big show for sure. Green Day's still a huge band, but also
I mean,
they're
I think,
political. I guess maybe you thought maybe it was going to be a radical, right?
I don't even know if there's like necessarily a shit ton of thought that would go into it. It's just like it's just responding to like some weird shit. You know what I mean?
Concert.
Yeah.
Comerica.
Yeah, let's read this article. It wasn't the... I'll bring it up. It wasn't the scene expected during Green Day's festive concert Wednesday night at Comerica Park in Detroit. Band members being frantically waved off stage mid-song, prompting a quiet, unsettling 10-minute pause in the rock revelry. The interruption was later explained by the Detroit Police Department. An unauthorized drone had been spotted flying over the crowd of 30,000 plus, and Green Day was whisked away in the name of safety. The suspected drone pilot was detained by police. An initial investigation was launched, the PDP said. So what happened? Police on Thursday declined to offer updates on the incident.
Awesome.
For inquiries.
Thanks,
Meanwhile, a tweet posted on Green Day's official X account during Wednesday's concert was deleted sometime Thursday. The message apologized for the show delay and wanted to say stadium security had to clear the stage while they dealt with a potential safety issue. DPD quickly resolved the situation. We were able to continue. Drone incidents such as the one at Comerica Park are rare, but the potential threat is very much on the radar concert goers. The protocol was to do that. Yeah, so it sounds like it was just like a guy with a drone.
Yeah. Some dickhead that just didn't want to pay for a ticket.
Promoters use them to get neat aerial footage. Okay, let's talk about drones.
Thanks. Yeah, drones are cool toys.
But for security teams on site, if there's an unauthorized drone, it's very obvious. He said it may be carrying cameras, but it may be carrying other dangerous things. Yeah, so it just looked like
I get that.
just looked like the concert staff was being overly cautious.
So what you have now, this is my issue though. This is my issue with not just like, I'm not trying to sound like some socialist scumbag or some fucking, but like you're literally, whatever you're doing, like whatever you fear is going to happen to Green Day, and you are whisking them off the stage to get them away from that.
Yeah.
Is now what you are endangering 30,000 people of. You are saying that, like, get these guys out. What is your protocol to protect all of the concert goers? Because I have never feared a drone coming into a concert that I was going to. But if I should, I feel like it really should be, if I'm paying the astronomical price that I've been paying for concert tickets over the years, you know, how it's only gone up, really.
Yeah.
With, like, for a Green Day concert, you know for sure there was hefty fucking processing shit. You're paying parking, you're doing all this shit. But literally some dickhead with a fucking drone can just fly it into the concert. And if that is so risky and terrifying for Green Day, why are you just going 10 minutes of silence? Okay, it's clear. We're good. What are you going to do to protect the people? Not by fearing, like not scaring them and telling them to run, but what are you doing to protect them?
But that is the question, though.
What can you do to protect the fans?
Yeah, that's the thing, though, is like...
And there's never been a better representation of the rich people matter. You guys, just wait here.
I don't know.
I mean, you see it.
Well, no, but like, I guess this is the question I'm trying to ask is like, what do you do?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get paid to know that. I don't whisk them off and then just go like...
But no, think about it. Like
is there an announcement? Like, what if there's a fire? Like, I don't know. It's got to be something similar to a fire, right?
But that's what I'm saying is like when you have 30,000 people in that like small location and there is a threat, it actually benefits the security to not necessarily tell people right away.
Right.
Because if it's nothing, you're causing insane pandemonium over nothing. And you got to imagine if they just went on the speakers and were just like, there's a drone, we're freaking out, get the fuck, like, you're going to have everyone run out. You're probably going to have a couple people die getting trampled. You're going to have a couple people getting trampled to death.
But what you're exposing is the fact that you have absolutely no protocol to protect anyone from a drone in this scenario, including the band. So if there was malicious intent, Green Day's long dead, at least one of them, then everybody in the crowd. So, like, it's not just about, get the millionaires off, put them in the bus, and then they're like, all right, let's just wait 10 minutes. We're going to have the cops figure this out. And then it's like, but if there was actual malicious intent, what is the protocol How can you evacuate these people in a timely? And that's what I'm saying. You need to have those things if this is a real threat, or not make sure that you neutralize this threat. Like that's the point of that I'm trying to make. Because if it's a concert or
you know what I mean,
like an authorized drone needs to be shot down or fucking like exposed. That'd you know what I'm saying?
Sick.
Like,
now every concert just has like gun turrets.
Yeah. Like I don't know, but that's what I'm saying is like if it is as drastic of a threat as they're running these people off of the stage, it obviously got close enough that they felt that terrified.
Yeah.
To wait 10 minutes and then they go like, oh, it was just a drone. Like
I get that.
Now you've exposed
I get that
there's no protocol. And guess what? If you want to go wreak havoc at any open air concert, all you need is a fucking drone. And you'll get some damage done. Apparently.
Well, I will say this though.
It's terrifying.
Well, that's the thing. But here's the other part too. That's where you have to figure out balances of everything where like, and that's why I'm shocked when it comes to like, that's why I'm shocked you don't see more armed security at like big public places and shit like that. Because the reality of the situation is like, have you ever just walked into a public area?
Never.
And just like look around and go like, wow, it'd be really easy to fucking kill everybody here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what's known as an intrusive thought.
But I think also what you're getting at is you start to, when you see a situation like this, you start to realize you're like, well, if someone wants to do something, it's actually incredibly easy to take out a mass group of people. So then it's like the solution of the problem of like, I mean, it kind of goes back to something I was saying on Drag the Lake, No More Heroes, where it's like you got to think about preventative shit, where it almost might be better.
Yeah.
It might be better if like, hey, you have 30,000 people in a fucking area.
What are you doing?
Maybe you guys have more fucking cops around. Maybe you
Some
have
kind of protection.
Maybe you have people looking around. I think in that specific moment, it's like when you think shit's going down, it's really hard to say what the exact right thing to do is to have no casualties and shit like that. But then here's the thing though, like you were saying, if this is a plausible threat, maybe you guys want to be a little bit better about checking things beforehand.
I like you say, like you ask me like what the solution is. I absolutely do not know, but I also do not ever host 30,000 people at my venue.
No, I know, but
you know what I'm saying? Like that's
I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying.
We're talking about it now, so I think it's worth like theorizing.
Right.
I think in that moment when it's fucking happening, there's not a lot you can fucking do.
Which is terrifying. And it's lucky that these guys got a fucking practice run, but I think any open air arena like this, especially with all the Taylor Swift shit and the fact that she's now actually saying like, oh, I picked this political candidate or something like that. If you have fear that this person, there's a legitimate threat of a drone, then it's a legitimate threat to every human life in that fucking arena, not just the millionaires.
Yeah.
So if you are making a point to do that, that's your protocol for that. Get them off. What's your protocol for everybody else? Because there's also a creepy, there's footage of this festival in Germany from like, I think the early 2000s or something like that.
1945?
No, it was a different atrocity, but it was basically this festival where the way that they had it planned, where the people are to go in and the people are to come out, it was just caused this crazy logjam that people ended up getting crushed and killed in because there were so many millions. And that's the thing is like, I don't know how to plan those things either, but I also know that like if you are planning to if this is the most popular thing, or if you sold 30,000 tickets, know how, because there's a lot of responsibility being accepted on our side for sure.
Green Day, we can get 30,000 people to come out to see him in Detroit.
I didn't
even think about that.
Right. And at least one dickhead outside that's like, I gotta see him.
I spent all my money on this drone.
I can't afford tickets. I got this drone.
Well, I think it's also too,
and how unhip of them too. Like just go like, what the hell is that thing? Is that a spaceship? I'm out of here. It's like, it's probably just got a camera on it. Like how many machine guns?
I'll get.
It is Detroit, though.
I'll get their back too. It was probably like concert security making them do all that.
But like again,
who knows though?
Like there has to be some kind of iron dome over these places.
I think it becomes
iron dome.
Yeah, I think it becomes like a. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about because it's like, what do you do? Do you when you have these like big settings where if there was a deranged person, they could easily take out a bunch of people.
Yeah, you have metal detectors. You have this. You have like what's the next?
Well,
thing?
it's like what's the level of security protocols that like feels like too much.
If
But
the
then
price-
what's the level of? I think it's a hard conversation.
If
You
the
know what I
price
mean?
of concession goes up, if the price of tickets go up, if the price of everything else is going up, then the expectations also are going up, guys. And if this is the level of security of where you got like, well, we got one security guy for each guy in the band to make sure they can lay on them and just in case. And every other time too, like it's just this thing where it's just like, oh, they're shooting, run. Like, well, okay, but you don't have any plan, nothing. We're like, you don't run that way. Like they're just like, yeah. It really scares me when I'm like in a mass of people where they're just like, if there is some kind of, I would like to believe that there's somebody thinking of those things, but apparently, clearly, there is not. So like, it's like one of those things that like the shoe bomb makes sense. The first time you ever see, they're like, wait, we've never had a guy with a fucking bomb in his shoe before.
Yeah.
Should we still be taking our shoes off? I don't know. But
Well, the TSA doesn't.
they did something. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
Not really. The TSA doesn't fucking figure anything out.
they make you take your shoes off still. It's nuts. I don't. It's still a thing where you're like,
No, the TSA.
One shoe bomb.
They've done like fake terrorist tests on the TSA. They fail it all the
Yeah.
time.
but we
TSA
still take
doesn't-
our shoes off. I'm just saying, like, it's still, they at least try to pretend like they're doing something extra. Like there has to be another level. Like you said, there's turrets. Yes, if you shoot down that drone, it's gonna land on people, but it's gonna land on, let's say, a half a dozen people, a dozen people. It's gonna injure those people, but it's not going to be a mass attack. So like it's one of those things of like, even that I would go, okay, you have a plan that's like, here's how we can eliminate or at least alleviate some deaths, like most of the deaths. It won't be a mass casualty. It'll be some people got injured, but we at least kept them from, killing multiple people. If that's even the fucking threat. Has anybody not in Iraq attacked somebody with a fucking drone? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not overseas that has attacked somebody with a fucking drone. The only person that I know that was flying that drone that would be a danger would be a Barack Hussein Obama.
Yeah, no, I hear what
He
you're
got some
saying.
drone deaths. That
I hear
fella.
what you're saying, but I think it's just it's a tough one. It's one you got to think about because it's like where do you draw the line on certain precautions that you just erode your like quality of life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like do you because a lot of people. It'd be fun. Like we're joking, like, oh, do you set up a fucking gun turret
Or a net.
But then it's like, now if you start going to concerts and there's fucking gun turrets there, now no one's gonna want to go to a concert.
Oh,
You know
I
what I
know.
mean?
Fill them with fireworks just in case. So if there's not attack, you can just at the end of the show go cuckoo, 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 cuckoo.
We're like, no one died tonight. Firework time.
And they're like, they've exhausted all their ammo. Go now.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's in the video. It's a very bad look, but I think when you think about it though, like that's why I always go to like preemptive shit. I think like for stuff like this, because it is a very bad look in that moment where you're like, oh, I see how you feel about, like you were saying, I see how you feel about the millionaires versus the people paying everyone's fucking salary in the concert. But also at the same time, if they go out there and go, we're really afraid that there's a drone out there, there's going to be a mass panic and you're going to get a bunch of people trampled to death. So yeah, it's hard. It's when you're in these like dire moments, it's really hard to say what should be done. I think that's why preemptive shit is much more better with stuff like this.
I gotta say, if it's me too, if I'm in the band, you definitely don't go back out there. I would just be like, because like you go back out there and you just be like, so we thought we were in really big danger. Not you guys. You guys.
Yeah.
We were like, those guys will be fine. They're tough. But like we had to get off And like, so anyway,
Like our Chipotle just got here. That's why we ran into the back.
you have to make a joke. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't tell them what the actual danger was, but you have to address it. But also, like, I would just be like, I don't know, can we just say we all got explosive diarrhea and we had to leave? Like, because like if I go back out there, I'm gonna be so embarrassed to go like, hey guys. Hey. You know, like, there is an episode of Seinfeld where there's a fire at a child's birthday party, and George Costanza, in an attempt to leave, notices the fire, goes, fire, screams, and starts like facing all these children and pushing an old lady out. He literally pushes an old woman in a walker over just to get out of the house first. And it's like one of those things of like, but then like then everybody comes outside and they're like, hey, it wasn't that bad. And they're like, that was kind of fucked up. Like it's the same thing of like, that's the exact same scenario, but you just did this in front of 30,000 people. We're going to come back out and go, hey guys. So anyway, we thought we were going to die, but
well, I guess the difference is George.
We didn't.
If George was really scared, he could have scooped up some kids or something.
Right.
I guess it just goes back to like, I understand it looks really bad, but I go in my head, I go in that moment, I go, what do you do?
No, I think,
you know what I mean? It's like you don't want to tell them because you're going to get a mass panic.
Right.
But also, it looks really fucking bad to like shoo them off stage.
Run
I think
them off middle of the you know what I mean?
think they could have gone about it in a better way. Like they could have almost faked technical difficulties.
Something. Yeah.
There's
got it like that kind of something a little bit to where you don't let it, like they do in casinos where like they'll like I was just watching the movie Casino. I know they don't probably do it exactly like this anymore. But like they're like, "Hey, we're going to beat the shit out of those guys. What can we do?" The guy just walks over with a cattle prod and like zaps them. Yeah. But at the same time, they're like singing "Happy Birthday" to another table to like distract people. And it's like one of those things where like, "Oh, this guy had a heart attack or something. We got to help him." And they pulled him off to go beat the shit out of him. But it's like you do that to like, hey, Disneyland. Nothing ever bad happens. You never see puke. You never see trash. You never see people fighting. It's just always something great because they just neutralize every scenario.
Yeah.
So it's like the same idea of like, at least give me that of like in their inner ear monitor go, hey, code 716 or something like that. Like a code word for the band to know this is real shit. Like this is real life. And then have them go like, oh, hey, oh shit. Oh, sorry guys. We just got word we got to head off or something like that. Or like we're having some technical difficulties. We're going to be back in like 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. If that's the thing, keep everybody calm. Nobody knows what's happening. Then they come off. But if you just come up in the middle of the song and you take the bass player, hey, there's no more bass. And then you take the drummer.
Yeah,
and he's still going, what? Okay.
Yeah,
like
no, it's
running, you know. So yeah,
but I definitely, There's not a lot you can do in that situation, but definitely trying to handle it in a better way that's not blatantly obvious.
Every band
protect the millionaires.
Yeah, every band, every venue could learn from this to say like have a code to say, hey, there's an unusual circumstance happening. We need everybody to get off the stage right now. And then to say, oh, fuck, God damn it, this fucking guitar again. I got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give us 10 minutes. We'll be right back or something like that to assess, to say, do they know to go over the house PA and cause panic, or can we just come back out?
Yeah.
To say, God damn it, this piece of shit guitar, I haven't played this.
Yes, that's the third time you said that. Please, for the love
sorry,
of God.
I'm vamping. I thought you were pulling up another thing.
What do I have to vamp about? You and me can ramble for hours. But yeah, Green Day did nothing wrong. Anyway, no, I was worried.
The last word.
I was worried.
You wanted to say the last thing.
Shut the fuck up, you baby. I was worried about you.
Touch me.
I'm touching you. I'm touching cattle progging you. I'm doing every fucking thing to you. I did want to make sure you were okay though.
Why?
That's why I was like worried you were tail spinning. I wanted to make sure you were okay. You heard about the bad news. How are you handling the second refused breakup?
Yeah, this one. This is the same thing I feel about like the NoFX one. Like it's kind of like first of all, the 1991 to 2025 is asterisks. They need to have that big old fat asterisk right there.
They stopped in like the 2010s, right?
13 years, like I think. I'm pretty sure it's not like it was not an insignificant thing. They started back up in 2000, I believe in 15, I believe it was. And that was the one that where my wife and I and my friend Elliot drove to Atlanta because that was the closest that's where they're starting their tour.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Because like, I would do that. Like, one of my favorite bands is Gallows.
Yeah.
If they, like, I thankfully got to see them once, but if they got back together and they were doing, like, we're only doing one more show.
Yeah.
And it was, like, over in England, like, I'd fly to England to go see that show. And then, if, like, a couple years later, they're like, and we're touring now. Yeah. I'd be like,
fuck.
Well, I didn't have to buy a plane ticket to fucking England now. Like, because people who don't know, if you're new to the podcast, like, Refused is one of Pat's top fucking bands.
Yeah.
So to know you drove to where were you? Florida?
Florida, yeah. So it wasn't the worst. It was like a
trip though.
Yeah. It was a long weekend for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It
did a Walking Dead tour.
You had a lot less money in your bank account afterwards.
For sure, yeah.
So how do you feel doing the fan thing of like, well, I gotta go see them. They're out of here. How do you feel about that?
Oh no. So that's actually what Dom and I talked about. So when it was, I want to say it was 2000. God damn it! I wish I could remember. I think it was 2012 or 13. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. We were still living in Florida, and we were. It was there was like rumblings of them playing Coachella.
Oh, cool.
There was rumors, and then they made an official announcement. They're like, hey, we're playing Coachella. And they were saying that we're only going to be doing a couple like festivals up until then to kind of warm up for that, and we're going to be doing Coachella. Mm-hmm. And Dom and I were like, well, I told Dom, I was like, I would like to look into it. Like that was the kind of thing, because I was like, I don't know if they're going to do anything else besides this. Yeah. This could just be a fucking gimmick thing for just. And I think that same year, I think At the Drive-In was reuniting at Coachella too, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, they haven't yelled at the audience in a while.
I would like to see At the Drive-In, not Mars Volta, not Sparta. I want to see fucking At the Drive-In. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the side projects, but I just want to see him play that goddamn Scissor song one goddamn time live. That would be cool as shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would love it. That's the exact one. But so that was something we looked into. It was just too much. And I was like, I don't know, maybe they're ramping up for something. Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll do other festivals like in the States, and or like somewhere around here that I can actually see them.
Yeah,
that's a little bit closer. So then they did a couple more festivals after that, and then they announced that they were doing a tour.
Yeah, starting
in Atlanta, which was the closest part, and also the town that they actually decided to break up in. It had very much meaning to me, to the band, to all the diehard fans that have been like diehard fans, the whole just wishing to God that they would get back together. Mm-hmm. So like, they finally do that. We plan this trip. It was incredible. The show was incredible. We got great pictures. Like there's some in the kitchen that Dom took that like, there's like the memory. Like,
can I put them in here so I don't have to keep looking at you while I jerk off?
Yeah, if you want to. But the memory, that the feeling I felt like screaming those songs, like playing, is so incredible and so burnt into my memory. Yeah. And also how much I hated the band off. Fuck those guys. Everybody's talking about them breaking up this year too, and how iconic that is. Fuck off, literally.
Got him.
But
fuck you off. Wait, what? Off it's the guy Descendants with a new singer, right?
No. It's Circle Jerks.
Oh,
it's the Circle Jerk singer who, by the way, is a fucking dickhead. He's a jerk. He's a grumpy old bitch man.
Oh no, dude! The Circle Jerk side project's breaking up.
And also, like I said, it had no meaning to me. It like for them to put it in the same news as these guys kind of was a little annoying. But to me, that show meant so much to me.
And I'm sorry, this was in Atlanta, and they're from Atlanta. You said
who?
Refused.
No. They're from Switzerland, or not Switzerland, Sweden.
Oh, duh. I forgot why the Atlanta one.
But they're there was their first American tour to get ready for The Shape of Punk to come, and they're playing a lot of American, and it was just a really they're playing basements. I'll dig out that movie, the Refused Are Fucking Dead, the documentary about their breakup.
It's probably on YouTube.
It might actually, it might be at this point. But it's an incredible documentary, and it really is like, it's very artsy for sure, but it is very, very well done, and it really does express like the frustration they had being such a prolific band, and the fact that they were right the whole time they're oh yeah, documentary.
Here it is.
Look at that. Yeah, perfect.
I'll try to watch it for next week.
But it is so perfect and it's so poignant, and like this one just kind of feels like it's a different feeling, and it is like a victory lap. I feel like this is their victory lap, not necessarily the last tour, the first tour they did
this
back.
Is
this one.
Okay.
So, and it doesn't seem like they're doing a lot of West Coast stuff and some East Coast tours.
When's the last time they put an album out?
A couple years ago, they put out. I think they've put out 2 since they've been reformed.
Oh, they did. Okay, all right.
They're not very great.
But no, I didn't realize they put out albums after they reformed, because I was like, if you're just coming back to play the hits, why are you even worrying about breaking up?
And
but if
when
they're actually okay, yeah,
yeah. When I saw them too, they basically did the whole Shape of Punk to Come.
Yeah.
So that it was. Primal was crazy. It was awesome. I think they're incredible. I would love to see them again. I would absolutely love to see them again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I did see them again with the Hives. So I have seen them twice.
Oh, nice.
I forgot about that. Jesus Christ. But I was
Where'd
like,
you see them at, where was that at?
At a Franklin Music Hall. I forgot about that. Yeah. That was the one where I sat down the whole time. Where I was like, man, this is so different to sit down. It's so hard to sit down to watch them play.
Yeah.
But also it was just like, but I'm like mesmerized by, I love these guys. I could see them play 1,000,000 times, or if I never get to see them again, it would be okay.
Nice.
But I would love to. They're not. I don't think they're going to be. If it does happen, I know it'll be meant to be. But I'm not upset about this. I feel like this is kind of the stuff they put out since is good. It's not great.
Yeah.
And not to say to dig on them or anything.
It'd be different if like they were making really good shit.
Yeah,
because it's
or
like,
touring a lot or something.
Yeah, and it's like, well, the last 2 albums were fine after they came back. So in actuality, all the fans that want to go just want to see them play the old shit.
Yeah, I would love to get a T-shirt version of the Pentagram shirt I have of theirs, which is awesome. But other than that, I think. I would love to see him live again, but I am not necessarily depressed about this because of that incredible memory that I have of them in Atlanta.
My only thing I want to add, and I've made this point a lot before, so I'll try not to be too long-winded about it, but my only thing I would add to this is just, in general, can bands just stop breaking up?
Yeah.
Because it's like...
You did it for 13 years and you came back, so just say we're going to...
It's just like, bands need to have the natural process where they start up, they do all the basements and bars, and they do all that, and then they get on, and then they open up for a really big band, and then 3 or 4 albums in, they get really big, and now they start headlining. That's like the broad general progression. And then once it's so hard that's why we always praise Every Time I Die so much, because most bands, once they've given you about 4 albums, a lot of bands really run out of giving you something new and special to hear.
Yeah.
So that's why what Every Time I Die accomplished is something that they need to get major props for and shit like that. And so what happens is once you get into that period where you're just okay, fine, we know you guys aren't pumping out hot shit anymore. Now you can just kind of do every 2 years you do a big tour where you play the hits, and then you can if you don't want to just do that band full time, you can just do the shit where you play festivals sometimes, and then you let people miss you, and then you just come out of nowhere with a big tour. I don't get why bands need to stop quote unquote breaking up. None of you guys ever. The second there is a big monetary interest in you, bands are like, oh, look at that, we figured out all of our differences, and now we're gonna go make a bajillion Oasis.
This is a cool thing. I didn't realize. I don't think I read as much. I don't read. But it's a farewell tour. But by the way, this is the Refused or Fucking Dead, and underneath it says, "And we mean it this time," which is funny that
that's fun.
They actually are saying.
Are they? Yeah. I might go to this with you. They're playing with Idols and Touche Amore.
No. Look, it is a 25th anniversary with the unreleased demos, which I'm gonna get because I got the special edition last time, which came with a full live performance like I think one of their last concerts in Sweden.
Yeah.
But this also, I didn't realize this before. I thought I did, but I thought they were just showing a bunch of different versions of the fucking vinyl, which it's bone white.
Oh, dude, when they sell 10 vinyls.
But it's they're also doing a tribute album, Shape of Punk to Come, Obliterated. Is that what I say? Obliterated?
Obliterated, yeah.
Yes, nailed it. With covers and remixes from bands. Hell yeah. Quicksand,
Proud of you,
Zulu, Get
Gel.
Jesus. Really fucked
Idols
up.
and Touche Amore.
Yeah, that's when I was like,
That I'm really
I want to
excited
hear
to-
Idols cover fucking Refuse. I cannot wait to hear that.
Yo, and
I cannot wait to hear that. Holy shit. I didn't even know that was happening. Now I'm excited. If they were going on tour with them or playing a show with them, we would fly there. I would fly there.
I don't know about fly.
You would drive me there.
I would. I'd drop you off and go, Pat, I'll be back at 10.
Thank you. I will tell you all about it, and I'm going to take lots of pictures. Hold on to my glasses.
No, I'm very excited to hear an Idols cover. Touche
cool.
Amore has one of my favorite covers ever. I don't listen to the Strokes, but their cover of they have a cover of a less popular Strokes song that's fucking amazing.
It's so hard to cover Refuse songs and to get the same effect. So, like, I was really impressed with the Frank Turner covers of the NoFX songs on their split EP or their split album that they did with NoFX, his thing with NoFX. I hated their covers of his songs pretty much, but maybe I just hate Frank Turner songs.
Which one's Frank Turner? Is he from Hot Water Music?
No, I think that's a different guy. Frank Turner, I think, is just Frank Turner. I think like he's like a Ben Folds kind of thing where like he's got a band, but it's called Frank Turner.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is in a band. Does it say? Genres, occupations, instruments.
No, I think you're right. I think he's just Frank Turner.
Yeah. And then, but like he's got like, I mean, it's good. They're good songs. They're very good songs, I guess.
I've heard his,
But he's British.
I've heard his name all the time.
Alcohol Burner.
What?
What the fuck is this? Hot Water Music is.
No, you know what I fucking did? As I'm about to type music,
Yeah.
we were saying Frank Turner.
Oh.
So I
So
wrote
Burner?
I wrote Turner as we were talking. No, who's the dude in
I know who you're
Chuck
talking-
Reagan.
Chuck Reagan,
Chuck
that's
Reagan's like a
Chuck
similar
Reagan.
Chuck Reagan.
Chuck Reagan.
You know, that was the first time anyone's did that.
Ever.
No one's ever said Chuck Reagan's name 4 times like that.
Oh, nobody ever went, Chuck Reagan. That's who it is. I need a remedy. That guy, right?
Yeah, Chuck Reagan rules. Hot Water Music was one I found out I loved late in life.
I don't mind Cool Water
Fair enough.
tunes.
What?
Cool Water tunes.
No, I got the joke. Everyone got the joke.
It was good, rather. It was really good.
I took a quick poll. Everyone got the joke.
And everybody loved it?
Yeah,
Were you able to ask 2 questions in that time?
everyone got the joke, Pat.
And everyone.
And they got it.
Okay.
And they understood it.
All right. So I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm excited for the possibility that one of you wonderful people out there will buy me a all expenses paid trip, flight and hotel and tickets to see
That'll be a
Refuse.
level of the Patreon. If you guys give us all the money for it,
God tier.
we'll go. Dude, it's a special offer we have. If you
Buy
fully
3 tickets, we'll go with you.
if you dude, for real, actually, yeah. Dude,
Go to a show with us.
if a fan covers fucking travel, hotels, and the fucking
tickets?
show, and you gotta get us a T-shirt. And 8 Miller Lights. That's in my rider.
I don't need that.
I need
I'll
8
just,
Miller
a water's fine. I'll buy my own beers because I don't drink a lot. I mean, I will there, but I can cover that.
No, but actually, no.
And you know what? I'll buy you chicken fingers. Sorry, I thought you were over there.
And I'll eat some of Pat's chicken fingers.
He's gonna ask for a couple. I'll get him extra sauce so that he won't use your sauce.
Yeah, and while
you
we're
can
there,
double dip.
while we're there, I'll lean over to you and go like, "Are you getting beers?"
Yeah,
Can
you're like,
can you grab me?
I know we
another
said 8. You're like, baby, this is the first
this
band.
is me aided. I was like, all right, I already moshed and I'm a little sober. Can I get 8 more?
All right, I guess. I mean, Pat wasn't going to get any.
No, that is that. We should throw that out there. Yes, if you pay for everything, we'll go to a concert with you.
Honestly, you know what? If you get us sick-ass tickets and good plane tickets, we'll cover the room.
Yeah, we'll
Our own room. You
we'll
don't get one.
We'll split the hotel 6.
Can we stay at your house?
Can we stay at your house?
Also, does your wife cook? Or do you cook?
I really
Madam.
my wife left me. Can I just get a room?
Yeah, anything.
That's a Patreon tier.
Just anything.
Can I have your room?
Just a room, just something like that.
I really want to talk about this last thing, but I have to piss crazy hard.
Okay.
You want to talk about your Misfit shirts then?
Yeah, I'll talk about that. I don't know if anybody's been. If you are watching the video, you can see very clearly that your boy's wearing one of 3 recent Misfit shirts. That's right. I talked about it last show about the one that I found at Old Navy that I really liked, as well as the one that I found at the Walmart that I found for probably about half the price. This son of a bitch. So apparently, from watching the episode, a couple people actually messaged me about fucking up their algorithm, I think, because I was mentioning how accessible and how commercial Misfit shirts are, and maybe some of your devices heard it, or maybe they just heard you listening to this or thought maybe, hey, this is going to be good for targeting ads, because I got different places that are offering Misfits themed clothing. One of them I think was strictly online, but it was a lot of different Fiend Skull themed things, like a cardigan, like a button-up jacket, like different prints of it, like a knit fucking sweater, all this other things with the Fiend Skull and everything. But they were all just Fiend Skull, Fiend Skull, Fiend Skull. I found they also sent me that Five Below had this shirt available.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like,
shout out to the fans.
There's no way. Yeah, I was like, there's no way. So I was out doing some running around the other day, and I know there's a Five Below like right around the corner.
Yeah.
And I was looking around at the shirts, and I was like, I knew it. I knew that was just because it's the same thing. I see all the time online. Everybody going to Costco and they're buying this at-home ramen kit that looks awesome.
Wait, they're going to Costco and they're getting double cookies.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the boom. So there's a. I'm going through the shirts and everything, and I don't see it. And I was like, of course, it's not going to be here. But I realized the same thing that happened at Old Navy was the Misfit shirts were in the Halloween section. So at Five Below, they have a different section where they have like Friday the 13th shirts or other things or something like that. Fucking the Misfit shirt. I got the last 2X shirt for $6.
Let's go.
I think this is my favorite one. This is it's a fucking nice shirt for $6.
May I?
Yeah, that's not like a $6 shirt, right?
It's not bad.
Like that's not cheap, cheap, shitty, thin material or anything like that. And the pattern actually works pretty good. It looks great. And that's the third fucking miss. So I don't know. I don't remember seeing this in the past couple years, especially even around Halloween or anything like that. I don't remember seeing horror punk bands T-shirts being available.
Don't read that. Sorry. Maybe I wanted to show that to you. It made me laugh so fucking hard.
Wait, why can't I look at it?
Because it's gonna ruin the fucking bit if I show it to you.
But so I basically found. So if anybody else has any more tips about where I can find if there's any CVS that I can pick up or anything, I am not too proud to buy these corporate shill versions of the shirts that I've never been able to afford until now. Not even being able to afford, but just the fact that they're not super readily accessible. They're either at Hot Topic. By the way, I buy shirts at Hot Topic and they're fucking shitty, cheap feeling shirts.
Yeah.
And they're fucking $20.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. At Old Navy, the Misfit shirt was I think $18. At Walmart, it was $8.99, and fucking Five Below, the best one is $6. So go to your locals. I think that guy lived in. I don't know where he lives, but whoever sent me that, I don't know if he lives in PA or something like that. But I'm pretty sure at all the Five Belows nationwide, there are these Misfit shirts available. So this is available.
Yeah.
This is officially now the Drag the Lake uniform.
Yes.
Is this particular Misfit shirt? Go buy them now. and then fucking post them and tag us in it.
Dude,
It's $6.
I saw a guy at the creek.
Or just save that up and buy our tickets for Refused.
or just put that towards our refused fund.
Our Refused trip.
I had
Our
that
Refused holiday.
with. Dude, I saw this dude at the creek the other night who had a Misfits shirt on, and when it's like such a thing in your head, I was literally about to point at him, and I'm like, oh, he doesn't. This means nothing
care.
to him.
Who is? Do you know? I'll show you who it is. Do you know who this person? I want to shout him out, but I don't. I don't know their actual. Do you know that guy?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a fan. Dick.
Is that his name?
Dick Stink. Well, probably
Dick.
not.
Dick Stinkley.
Yeah, Dick Stinkley. Like he fucking.
Yeah.
He's one of the true believers. He listens to No More Heroes and Drag.
But that's the other one that he sent me.
Oh,
This is
nice.
Middle of Beyond is another one that he sent me. That's all the Fiend Skull shit.
Wait, let me see that one in the middle.
It's like they're all like prints of just the same. I guess there's a couple different options.
I was gonna say no. The one I got, Steph had like a bunch of Fiend skulls, but it was just the main Fiend skull, and it was like in a bunch of different directions. And it was just a T-shirt, not a button down.
If you have a fucking Misfits fan, I'm telling you, I'm not joking around with you. Every one of the shirts I got, the Walmart one is probably the shitty
That's
cheap.
also a shirt I haven't really seen before.
Right? Yeah, this is a pretty cool shirt, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it's a weird thing to say like. If you have a Misfits fan in your life, like legitimately go to fucking Five Below. I think this would be a cool fucking stocking stuffer.
Yeah, definitely.
Like this is it immediately became it's a comfy ass shirt. I can't sell it enough, but like I don't know if Misfits are getting any of this money, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they are. I don't care.
Danzig is.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he's the one who knows the law the most.
So yeah. So what was the other thing that you wanted to bring up?
We have a bigger topic that it feels. I don't even like care that much, but it feels weird to have a music show and not address it. But before we get to that, this was just.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Am I supposed to read it yet? Are you gonna read it?
Here, it's up. It was just someone posted a thing from Reddit, and it goes, "Bass player keeps drinking and calling himself Mr. Rape on stage."
Is this Sid Vicious Reborn?
It's just someone on Reddit asking for advice. It goes, he's drunk every day, and while we've been getting gigs, he's still being a complete asshole on stage. There aren't many bassists in town. I don't know what to do. Edit. Appreciate people offering to join and asking where we are from. We're located. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
It's
But
just so funny.
hold on. First of all, this is the most suspect thing in there. There's not a lot of bass players around.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, bro. It's the easiest instrument to play. It's the coolest instrument to play.
Here's the thing you don't know about yourself.
You were a bass
can
player.
play the bass.
I knew exactly where you're going with that. Here's the thing. It's like the Hulk. It's like the Hulk and the fucking things. That's the thing. Everybody's a bass player.
No, it's like it's the end of the Sixth Sense. No. You've been a bass player the whole time. Yeah, and it's not the shit on actually good bass players.
No,
like
there's levels.
From known did nothing wrong band Anti-Flag.
Right.
Like their bass player really helped them get to a different level in playing because he was go look up the song The Press Corps. Like that could be or Press Corps, I think it actually is.
Oh, edgy.
Cheeky
That's
little.
pretty edgy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. He probably whispered into that girl's ear
Can
when he was holding her down.
anybody listening? I just rolled the fuck out of my eyes.
For all the audio. Thank
Anybody
God we
listening
put
right now?
video on Spotify.
Yeah, just to let you know.
Oh, wait. We were zoomed out.
Yeah, hold on.
Just so. It's actually the Press Corps, Pat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Edgy.
I don't know if you know this, but Anti-Flag gets politics. They don't get consent, but they get politics.
Andy, if I may, got politics.
Politics.
They ain't around anymore.
Yeah, they weren't able to politic themselves out
Do you
of
think
that.
they'll be able to? Never mind. I'm done. I don't give a shit. I don't even care. I was about to ask you, but I don't even fucking care.
Oh, no. If they want, in 5 years, they can
they'll
come
be back, right?
easily.
And people are going to be like, what happened to that?
Yeah, well, they actually played it good where before it really got to too many articles and stuff.
Yeah.
They just like, we're done. We're broke up. So,
Yeah.
like, Anti-Flag also right now isn't popping off headlines.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
Nobody's
So
trying to attack them with drugs.
They could easily come back in 5 years because it's like the people who are going to give a shit in 5 years aren't going to go see them.
Taking a little Dave Grohl in the hay and not knowing how to fucking handle the heat.
But no, it's
That's how
not
you do
even
it.
like it's not even like trying because there's a lot of amazing bass players out there. But like in every single band, like dude, probably the easiest one to be a bass player in is like metalcore, in my opinion.
It's goddamn Rolling Stones. It's the one that get millions of dollars to go like dum 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 dum.
Well, dude, you made the reference to the Sex Pistols. That was always like the famous thing they did to Sid Vicious. He was so bad at bass, they would just he didn't even record his bass parts, and then live, they would just turn his bass down.
Yeah,
and, dude,
which is crazy to do as a band. That is the bass is part of it's like the backbone of the band, and it's the easiest part to do. Why? So maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe fucking dickhead, Mr. Dr. Rape here, Dr. Rapey is actually Mr. Rape. Sorry,
yeah.
Dr. Rape's my
Dr.
fault.
Rape.
But like maybe there's like a weird thing with him that
maybe
like,
that's why he's drunk all the time.
He thinks that he's the reason that they're getting more shows.
Maybe, but maybe that's why he's drunk all the time, because he never finished medical school and it haunts him.
Oh my god!
He can never become Dr. Rape.
Oh my god! You're blowing the lid off this thing. Yeah, they don't mention the other things he screams on. He keeps calling himself, I didn't really have a good relationship with my father.
It'd be funny. He's like, yeah, we're in a weird position. He yells on Mr. Rape, but he also yells Free Palestine right after it. So it's going to look bad if we kick him out.
Yeah, they're going to think that's why. They're going to think we're Zionists.
All right. I'm glad you enjoyed that as much as me.
Yeah.
But the last thing we should talk about, which I'm not even like anti Linkin Park, but
oh yeah,
I don't have a graphic for it.
Oh wait, can we just play that? Can we just play the Davey Habit? Do you want to do the Davey Habit thing just on the way out? Just
sure. Yeah,
there's not enough to talk about.
We'll end with that.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It's a little button.
But yeah, basically, if you guys are paying attention to music, you saw that Linkin Park finally revealed their new lead singer, which it was what a lot of people were, because there was like rumors going around about this chick named Emily. I forget what band she's from, but yeah,
Sarah's dead or Dead Sarah's or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. So they got this lady now in Linkin Park, and yeah, it's weird because I was like, I remember I texted you something where I sent you, I think I saw a reel or something of someone just playing Linkin Park in it and just listening to Chester Bennington do his vocals and stuff, and I was like, I always forget. I was like, Linkin Park does fucking rip.
Yeah, it is very unique. Now that you hear so many other people cover their songs, like when they have those special guest vocalists.
Honestly, that's a great point. Like with time has really revealed how strong of a singer Chester Bennington was. Because I think out of the gate, I may have not appreciated it fully.
Yeah.
But when you hear everyone else attempt it,
yeah.
So especially they posted a clip,
Emily
where
Armstrong.
they did a song.
Right.
They did a song, or they did a concert, and they posted a bunch of songs from it on Twitter and shit. And like you heard it a lot, where she's not a bad singer, but when you hit, especially too with like the screams and everything like that, it really reveals how talented Chester Bennington was. So replacing
how
him,
dynamic, like that was the thing, because she's yelling and she's screaming, she's trying to do those parts, but but like I think I remember now that I sent you the thing was like without the scream, it really is so hollow. Yeah. I feel like the scream is more important than the range of vocal. Like I don't know if it's just because of how high his vocal or how strong his high vocal was.
She sounds fine when she's just singing.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, but you still. But the screaming adds the grit. To the voice, which adds the rasp, which adds that more character to it. So like, it sounds like she's covering Linkin Park, not that she's the new vocal. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what sucks double for that is she doesn't necessarily have. And you know, I can't do the screaming. I'm not. I'm not.
Hire me. Like you can't like you're not gonna. You're above one more fucking vocalist.
I just wanted to hit your toe with a hammer to make you prove it. Yeah. You just hit a good old Tom and Jerry yelp. But no, so you know, it's like obviously take this with a grain of salt. I don't know how to fucking do it, but you know, I've talked about it a bunch in the past. Like I had this renaissance where I realized I love lady singers, especially in hardcore, because you listen to the bands like I Wrestled a Bear once, whether it be their original singer or Courtney blah blah blah, who's in Spirit Box now. Yeah, like she can hit those gutturals real tough. The chick from Dying Wish, Volatile Ways, Sleep, whatever, I forget. It's Sleep something from
Sleep Cycle.
Sleep
apnea.
Yeah, from Australia, sleep apnea. there's a lot of these female fronted bands where it's like they can hit those screams and gutturals pretty fucking hard. So it's like it's a bummer because it's like it's just kind of a you thing because it's been revealed that it can be done. So it falls a little short on the screams and stuff like that, but. Also, too, when you're trying to replace someone like Chester Bennington, it is a tall order, so you got to give him a little grace period. But I don't know. I see a lot of like mixed shit with Linkin Park. I don't necessarily like their like
it's his
Chester
son, his
Bennington,
kid.
his kid. Yeah, I was just about to say that his kid was getting mad about it, and it's like
weird.
I don't blame bands, especially when you're as big as Linkin Park. I don't blame bands for a second for wanting to come back after their leads. Also, they waited a while. It's not like they came back the next year.
Right.
So it's like they waited a while. It's like, dude, you're in this. This is your job. Like they're all millionaires, so they don't need the money. But you're like, this is the thing you've been doing forever. You've written all these great songs. I get the band's not wanting to just stop playing them, and then it can be there's another layer to it where like they can honestly like honor his death by still keeping these songs alive, still getting more Linkin Park fans. So I don't fault a band for a second for wanting to come back after their singer dies.
Well, like you said, a band that big. So like so Foo Fighters is another one that like they're like the drummer dies. They're like it's a business. They can't just stop doing, you know what I mean? Like there's people that actually rely on this thing. So like the singer dies, yes, you got to finish out that tour and everything like that. But also like if we are all still good to go and it's cool, like Chester Bennington, first of all, the family's kid or the family of the deceased doesn't really have a say in the band.
Not really.
I don't. No,
I would disagree. I don't think they would.
Like except for the rights to songs and stuff like that. Like I can understand. Like
if they're trying to not pay him out,
but like stuff like that I can understand. But if it's like a matter of like you're spitting on his legacy, like no, it's cementing. We're saying this. It is cementing his legacy.
This is a little morbid, but it's like. Not to be a dick, but the band probably knows your dad better than you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things of like...
It's kind of fucked up, but it's true.
But it's a situation where, like, you can't do that. You can't dictate, especially with how respectful they have been for how long they have been. Like, Foo Fighters started, like, the same week as the funeral, for fuck's sake. Like, they were like, let's go.
You got to think about, too, like, you said, like, when bands get this big, they're a fucking business.
It's a company. It's a business.
It's like, you also got to think, too, there were probably a bunch of people who have been lifetime members of the Linkin Park machine.
Yeah.
That, like, obviously they're sad Chester's dead, and they're like, oh, okay, so I just won't get that huge paycheck every 2 years?
I just don't have this incredible experience every year to work my ass off to put on these incredible shows.
Yeah, so there's probably a bunch of little, like, middle-class type workers that... are now getting a nice fucking paycheck because they're deciding to tour again.
Hey.
I guarantee you Linkin Park's using a lot of the same people they used to use.
Can I just let you know, maybe it's Chester Bennington's kid projecting a little bit because Bradley's son ended up singing for Sublime. Maybe you fucking learn how to get talented, you fucking retard. Stop bitching about this broad who is more than what's it called, qualified to be in the band. Dude, there's a lot of people that can replace lead singers in bands as long as they're not the only lead singer.
Yeah.
And the only time I've seen somebody do that successfully where I think they would be close to the original is that Adam Lambert guy for Queen.
Yeah.
Just because he's so theatrical and everything that, like, I feel like he could technically do similar work as, like, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, it's just tough. You know what it is? You know what I think it is about Linkin Park specifically is you get a lot of shit like this, like grumpy, because there's a lot of people in the fan base too that were like on the fence about this and not liking it.
Yeah.
And the problem is you get it a lot of times with these bands that have lyrics that are so centered around mental health and like not killing yourself, and then to have their lead singer hang himself, like there's such like an emotional thing intertwined in it that they can't see the broader picture of like, this band wants to play the songs again.
Yeah, it's their songs too.
Yeah,
it's not just your fucking dad's songs. It's your dad's parts of the songs. And if you want, like they did a lot of times, have the fucking crowd sing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do that, fine. Fire Sarah, take her cut, and don't give it to Chester's family. And just keep it for the band and split it up the rest of the way. Like,
well, did you see too? There was a rumor that Derek from Sum 41 was going to be in the band.
that would be terrible.
That would be awful.
That would have been awful.
Well, we were talking about
Cannot
him.
do it. He was the one that couldn't scream. I think that was the one.
That's
that
what we were
commented on.
talking
That's what it
about.
was.
We were saying how
he was close with the range, but
Sum 41 is the biggest example of like the songs are great, but they do something in the studio.
Yeah.
Because I remember even like when I first heard them, like I remember I was listening to All Killer No Filler, listened to the album a million times, fucking loved it, memorized every
sweeten it
song,
up, yeah.
and then I saw them playing on some like MTV thing, and I go, that's a different voice.
You're like, well, who is that?
And it's like it was one thing where a lot of these bands they'll sound the same live, but the singer won't have the chops to fully sing. But Sum 41 was a scenario where you go, that's a different voice. Like, what are you doing in the studio that just completely, it's weird. He can like sing live, but it's just, it sounds like a different guy live.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
But no, I didn't realize this, but apparently like Sum 41 and Linkin Park were real close. There was that video where they were playing like a Linkin Park song with the guitarist who also raps.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, that's why there were some, because the Derek from Sum 41 being in Linkin Park was such a out of left field rumor that I was like, that's the most made up thing. But then finding out that they're actually friends and shit like that, I was like, oh, that makes more sense.
But that almost seemed like a fantasy booking by somebody because it's almost like the what's his face from Chariot, Josh Skogan, being in Better Lovers. Or Every Time I Die, yeah. It was kind of like one of those things of like, yeah, but he can't handle the clean parts. And also, like, that's cool, but it's like
cool to say.
It just doesn't fit.
It's cool to say, but in actuality, like
in practice, it doesn't
practicality wouldn't work.
Yeah.
There was also other things where, so whenever anything happens, they got to dig up dirt on them.
Yeah.
And one thing they were having big problems with, the Emily chick who's in Linkin Park now, is apparently she's like a hardcore Scientologist.
Ugh, really?
Which is a bummer. But then everyone, so everyone was having a problem with that. And then apparently, because you remember Danny Masterson from That 70s Show
was also a huge Scientologist, but then convicted rapist,
and then raped a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Rape. Yeah, Danny Matheson
Does he play bass?
Mr. Rape.
Oh, he's in jail anyway. God damn it. Or is he still alive? Didn't he die?
No, Mash.
Yeah.
No, he's alive.
He just died of
But
social
no, apparently the Emily chick who's in the band now, she testified at Danny Masterson's trial on behalf of his character. And then I think she said, I forget what her statement was specifically, but she was like, I didn't have all the information initially, and then she's like, I took it back later or whatever the fuck.
That's the statement, because she said, I didn't realize I've had a friend that did this before, and I did this, but I wouldn't stand up for abuse against women or something like that. She was very vague, but that was because of Danny Masterson?
Yeah, let me look up what her statement was, because her statement felt very...
the way I read it was like... She was.
It's so funny. COVID mask as you're at your rape trial. Put a fucking muzzle on that dude.
Does he also have the sunglasses around the back way? What a fucking douche. Or is those earphones? Did I just say, is those earphones? What the fuck?
I mean, it's on brand.
What happened to me? I'm falling apart. Sarah, big hat, dipshit. She dresses like the lead singer of Refused.
Here it is. Hi, I'm Emily. She wrote on social media. I'm new to many of you, and I wanted to clear the air about something that happened a while back. Several years ago, I was asked to support someone I considered a friend at a court appearance and went to one early hearing as an observer. Soon after, I realized I shouldn't have. I always try to see the good in people, and I misjudged him. I have never spoken with him since. Unimaginable details emerged, and he was later found guilty. To say it as clearly as possible, I do not condone abuse or violence against women, and I empathize with the victims of these crimes. So my reading
I
of
think it was written in that tone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's very cold.
yeah,
Very,
it's
like,
it felt very legal.
Yeah.
And my interpretation
that was
of-
probably written by Linkin Park lawyers.
Yeah, my interpretation of that is like she was probably, because he's a Scientologist, she's a Scientologist. She was probably told by her Scientology people to go support him, and then it was realized that, oh, he did too much. We can't fucking get him out of this.
Yeah.
That they were like, we just gotta send him to the wolves and let him go.
The only way you can do that much
shit.
The only way you can do that much essay is if you have started that religion.
Yeah.
So-
so there was a bunch of people. Yeah, there's just like a bunch of people making statements being like, you're a lying dumb bitch.
Also, can I also say this? Like, if it's like, oh, we need to not have this person work at this job because of the feelings of these people, I also don't give a fuck about that. I think if you're going there to speak on someone's behalf just because they believe in the same invisible guy you do, I think that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If she actually thinks he's his friend, you should probably listen to the case first and then make your assessment. And I think that with everybody. But I think overall, I think this was like this is just a weird legal. I don't really care.
I don't know. It doesn't like affect.
I don't care how people feel. Like if you're a Linkin Park fan, diehard Linkin Park. I think the cross section of diehard Linkin Park fans and the victims of Danny Masterson. I don't know how many people he victimized.
Well, can I ask you?
But
this?
I don't think there's a lot of crossover. And if there are, it's very minimal, and I don't worry about it.
Can I ask you this question? Because I do think Linkin Park does rip. We said it earlier. We both agree Linkin Park rips.
Yeah.
But how would you? Because you know how we always joke about if like the Foo Fighters are your top band. How similar to you is that if Linkin Park's your top band?
Linkin Park, at least early,
I think
they're dynamic. They're different enough. I think that it's a unique thing.
Yeah, but like,
because a lot of people can sound like Dave Grohl.
but I will say this
Singing-wise.
though, Linkin Park's a way better one to have as your top band.
Yeah.
But if I'm like getting in a musical conversation, and you tell me Linkin Park's your top band, that pretentious record store character I played on Punk Rock Seinfeld's gonna start to creep in.
And you're like, really?
Oh, really? Oh, so you've heard no other music? That's interesting.
That's cool. That's really interesting. So you just have blinders on. You don't. It's like instead of color blindness, you just have taste blindness.
You managed to go to Target and figure out what the best band at Target was. That's really impressive.
But that's but to be fair, they were at Target like second or third big album, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they had at least a couple where you can say like it would be the same way I would feel about Evanescence, where I'm like, I'm gonna make fun of you, but it's also like it's not the worst.
But also when
if Evanescence is your favorite, it's kind of like, really? But it's like, but she is a very unique singer, and it's.
I almost look at it as like I look at it the same way when like fucking like My Chemical Romance is your favorite band, because as like a dude those aren't my favorite bands, and I just kind of know them more passively, is both of those bands are always like, people will be like, oh yeah, the Black Parade is the fucking best, and like Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, it's really good, and then you're always like, yeah, and then there's like a couple other ones after that, right? And they're like, yeah, but like Black Parade, and you're like, yeah, but didn't they also write a bunch of other albums no one ever talked about?
Yeah.
And I think Linkin Park's
Didn't he
like
go blonde for a while?
They'll always they'll always
Didn't all of a sudden his mood changed once he got all that money?
Also, how was his solo career? How was that?
Yeah.
And
I did not know he had a solo
Name me your
career.
top Frankie Arrow band, and you're like, yeah, exactly.
Who's Frankie Arrow?
The guitarist.
Yeesh.
Yeah, he had the guitar that said Pansy on it. I always thought
See,
that was
you
cool.
are like that. That's a weird thing, but like,
Well, no,
you can
I know
be
they
a
exist.
fan of
I don't
the
know what
band,
they sound like.
But you go beyond. Like that's the thing is like you're like, okay, cool. Refuse is great. That's not my identity, but I really love them. Bye. You know what I mean? Like where it's like I'm not going to stop here. You got to keep going because otherwise you're going to end up with
that a band like people who that's
then you're stuck with Emily Armstrong being your goddamn singer, and you're like, wait a minute, that's it. You're like, no, that's not it. It's never been it.
Go listen to pop punk. There's so many more rape apologists. Expand your viewpoint.
Yeah, come on, open up your mind a little bit.
This
Jesus.
also too I saw this tweet and I thought was really interesting, and it kind of with like the conversation where he goes, guitarists are going to be mad, but I'll say it. Oh wait, let me pull it up. And I'll say it. The lead vocalist is the band. Every other member of the group can be replaced. and you'll still have the band. If you replace the singer, you now just have a cover band. Linkin Park is the perfect example. Chester had an amazing, powerful voice. They replaced him with a woman. It's not that she had a bad voice. It's simply not the same band anymore.
What is that?
The same
very
could
dismissive.
Be, yeah, it's so funny. Well, it's Twitter. You have to have the hottest take in human history. The same could be said about replacing David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. It was an entirely different band. If the singer leaves, start a new band, the original one is gone. And I get what he's saying, and he's broadly right, but there are examples out there where, and I tweeted this, and no one got it because no one's obsessed with Sum 41 like I am, but like Sum 41's the greatest example. You go like, the lead singer's the whole band, and I go, have you listened to Underclass Heroes? Like, the guitarist, Dave Brown sound, he's kind of the band. Yeah. Because it's like,
what's his name? Steve-O, the drummer too.
The drummer too, yeah. He was a huge part of the band. And it's like, that's when they got rid of both of those guys. And you hear it and you're like, dude, Underclass Heroes is the most cookie cutter, okay pop punk album ever written. And you realize you're like, oh no, like a huge thing about Sum 41 was the fact that they were a pop punk band that had metal riffs.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing that you can have that assumption. Some bands are the lead singer.
Yeah.
But like this band is it's not necessarily just Chester, but it's also like, I don't know, the songs are the songs that they are. Like you can still sing his words and keep going, but like I don't think it should be automatically like I don't know. It's you have multiple singers. There is no lead singer in this band. They're both fucking sing rapping and doing all this other shit. Like if you have so much, hell yeah.
I miss my wife. My Instagram's so horny. Shit! I didn't realize my thing was still up. I miss my wife. My Instagram's so horny.
But yeah, I think overall that's like the kind of consensus of like, I don't know. I think Linkin Park kind of showed, and Queen kind of showed that it's like it's a little bit more than just a cover band.
Yeah, it's context.
But like even like bands like Norma Jean, where like the only somewhat original band member is the lead singer,
who's not the original lead singer,
who's not even the original lead singer.
And it's still like Norma Jean still does, for like what they are, they still do fine.
Yeah, they're still going. They're in the middle of headlining a tour.
Yeah, exactly. They're not doing like fucking theaters or arenas, but they're like they're selling out shows.
Right, still. And that's the thing. So like I at a point they're all just the bands of Theseus for sure, but like the ship of Theseus theory that I always bring up of like the pieces of the ship are replaced over time to where all the ship is replaced, but the name of the ship is still Theseus. So is it really the ship of Theseus or is it a different ship?
Yeah, that's a really...
Once you replace certain parts of the band, like you can say that, yes, this person is gone. Oh, the keyboardist is gone. Or the fucking bass player is gone. Or switched or anything like that. And maybe those guys... It's about who is the most integral part of that band. Who is the biggest impact in that band. And Linkin Park, unfortunately, Chester had a very huge part of it. But like with considering how good the band is and how good, like how many other parts of it are there, you just need a huge fan that can mimic it very well. Kind of like the Adam Lambert thing. Yeah. Of like, you need somebody to kind of play Freddie Mercury.
Well, and it's also, too, it's about context. Like, I would guess Linkin Park's probably not going to write new music.
I don't know. So see, that's what I don't know.
Well, in my opinion, there's a good chance they're not going to write They're not going to write new music. So the context of it being like, we're just trying to play the songs again. Yeah. It's like, well, then the lead singer's not crucial in the same way that it used to be.
Right. Yeah,
so
but
if
like,
this is an artist, the band. Yeah,
if this is an artist that you want, or you just need to have a different, powerful voice. So like, unfortunately, he's another guy that jerk choked himself to death. But the guy from Audioslave or whatever, right? Yeah. That guy, or like any of that stuff. Like you need another person of that caliber to meet it. You can't just have an unknown person come in unless it's of the caliber of like the what's the band? Journey? The one where they're like, oh, this Asian guy, we saw this guy, this Filipino dude just fucking doing karaoke, and he sounds exactly like this fucking guy. So like unless it's something like that, then you should just get somebody of the star caliber of of Chester
Well,
Bennington.
you also have to accept like bands have eras. They're not just like one stagnant thing the whole time.
Yeah.
They have. It's like, dude, we talk about them all the time. Like Dance Gavin Dance. You know, every time we have a Law and Order Warped Tour unit, Dance Gavin Dance. It's like they have like 4 eras at this point. They have like kind of 5 where it's like Johnny Craig era, then the Kurt Travis era, then the Johnny Craig era again, and then like the Tillian era, and now it's like the Andy era.
Yeah.
I'm in the band.
You know, actually, this is a really good point. But an integral part and a true, like, if you were to switch every other band member in the band, I wouldn't notice. But if you switch the lead singer, I would never even consider them again. AFI.
Yeah.
Very simply. But this was a clip.
Oh, yeah. Why did you want to bring this one up?
Just because of my favorite part of this clip is I think the way that this girl who is walking very somewhat annoyedly away from Davey Havok as he's giving these fans the time of their life, singing one of their most popular songs and letting them join in on the show, is how Davey Havok would look at me once he finds out I bought my Misfits shirt at Five Below. She's so like just like, oh boy, what is this fucking weirdo doing?
That homo.
But he's sitting there going, my beautiful wife. You know, he's doing this shit like he's doing that song, right? Your Venus is great. Doing that. Oh, by the way, this person sucks.
The guy?
Oh, they cut it out? Or did you cut it out?
Oh, no, I cut it out. Sorry.
That person's vocal just then was the worst. So, yeah, her annoyingness and then this person's vocal. Also, Davey Havok looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Right here. I think it's the Blink girl back. She's back to singing for a fucking another band. And she just pointed back at Davey. You do it now.
But I threw out the idea where I was like, I think they're at a festival.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if Davey Havok got into the crowd
at an AFI show, right? Yeah.
There would be like the girl going like, ew.
She's just kind of like,
get away from me, you old queen.
I don't know this one.
No, because if you look in the audience, there's like older people just going like, hey, this is kind of some good stuff.
Right. Not like, yeah, Davey, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. You owe the performer, if they are within almost fucking sweat ring. You know, like if you get hit with their sweat, if you're in that range, you have to react.
Yeah.
You have to be present because otherwise it's going to be awkward like that where it's just this weird situation where this lady's just buying a soda or just headed back to her seat from the bathroom just like, oh, God, I can go to the bathroom. I don't know these guys. And like it's a fear that I probably have had a million times of like, a band that I don't know or I'm not a fan of trying to include me as part of the show. Like, so she was reacting like Davey Havok was chasing her down the aisle going, come on, sing this next part.
I don't know your gay
stop,
song.
Stop. I don't know.
Wait, what is the story of you getting involved with a band?
Was that Guttermouth, I think.
You tried to hit a joke?
Yeah. It was so bad.
Can we go out on that?
Yeah. So it was Guttermouth.
I'm sorry to make you do this.
It was Guttermouth, who I'm a huge fan of, but you know me. I don't know the names of a lot of things. I don't know a lot of details. Some I do, some I don't. So I'm in the, raging in the pit. Yeah. I happen to stop the rotation just around the front of the stage, and I'm about 3 people back.
Yeah.
And I do that thing. At the end of the song, I'm going, yeah, screaming, like, you fucking rule, do this stuff. And he's like, hey, so it's great to be here, blah, blah, blah. And, the next one's going to be a request. What should we play? And, like, he holds the mic to my thing, and I go, your next song? And he goes, what? And I go, huh? And I go, your next song? And he goes, what? And that's when it wasn't, like, he's not fucking with me. He goes to the guitar player. He goes like this. What? And he goes, you said play the next song. And he said to just play the next. You asked him what song we should play. And he said the next song. And he goes, oh. He's like, well, this one's called.
And then he just turns to the audience. And he goes, kill that guy.
Just stop the moment. It was just one of those things where I was just like, huh? You should play your next song, losers.
Dude,
I don't know if
I'm surprised I came up with it that fast.
I didn't realize. Well, dude, honestly, like I could go see any band, and in that moment, I would clam up and go like, I don't know what any of your songs are called, but dude, I didn't realize he turned to the guitarist.
Yeah, he went. What did he say?
And wait, and then the other guitarist explained the
Off
joke
mic,
to him.
off mic, and that was like that's the thing is like it wasn't like they was like oh he said play the next song, oh you guys are all jokesters. No, he was just like he was like kind of annoyed.
I'm mad at him.
Yeah, he was annoyed, and he goes what? And then I said your next song, and then he goes what to the guitar player, and that person goes like off mic. You said ass, and oh my god, that was so. And then they ended up playing a song that I was like, oh yeah, I love this song.
Play the song.
Yeah, this one. This is a good one. That's just a good job. And I was just,
Hell yeah.
I was genuine. And I think that was also one of the shows that I went to alone. So it was especially, I didn't even have anybody to go like, that was fucking crazy, right? That's not stupid. That was funny that I messed with him, right? And I was just like, God damn it. I thought he was going to laugh. I thought it was going to be funny.
That fucking rules. All right, guys. This is us for today. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be about peace.
Stanley says goodbye.